Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, I made it to Cinnabar Island. Although, wait, I actually managed to catch Articuno in the last part, even though I never set out to do so. Kind of happened accidentally, believe it or not. In this part, we are supposed to be going into the gym. However, unfortunately for us, it is locked and we cannot go in. What we actually have to do is, apparently this particular gym leader, for reasons the game never actually specifies on, hid the key to his gym somewhere in this mansion, and we are going to have to go in there and search for it. Problem being is, that place has apparently been destroyed and burnt a lot, so it's, you know, run down and crawling to the T with all sorts of, you know, Pokemons and like, mostly Vulpixes and Grimers. It's kind of a weird combination, but whatever, I guess. So I'm going to buy a colossal ton of repels, a little late in the game, but, you know, better late than never, I suppose. And we are going to, you know, crawl our way through that mansion that has a specific name. Let's actually figure out what that is. The Cinnabar Island, the Fiery Town. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't have a name. Well, regardless, it is time for a new adventure. The Pokemon Mansion. Very descriptive. Okay. Anyway, its rundown is all get out. So we're gonna need to use our max repels. That way we can actually get through this place, you know, in less than a video. I'd like to be able to do this and go after Blaine at the exact same time. Well, you know, followed by one after the other. Yeesh. Okay. So it's all about these little these statues. You talk to them and they will make doors open and close, and you do that in order to, you know, get around more effectively. And there are also tons of these people running around. I can't get out. This old place is one big puzzle. Yay, puzzles. I don't like those very much. Okay. Anyway, it's a burglar. Why he is here in a rundown, broken, busted up old mansion, I'm not entirely sure, but he's here. And I guess he has a Charmander. In fact, I've noticed that all burglars seem to be carrying around fire-type Pokemon. So, honestly, I get the impression that they were probably originally called arsonists. Or if not, that was at least considered, because they really should just be called arsonists. Because you pretty much, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only place you ever find them in a burnt down building. And I don't think I've ever seen burglars in any other generation. Excluding, you know, the gangs who are obviously crooks. And my attack keeps missing. Accursed Charmeleon, what are you plotting? Flamethrowers. Most uncool, bro. Come on, cross chop, cross chop, cross chop. Nami, you have failed me once again. You are going to faint. I hope you realize this. Sigh. That's what you get for being a glass cannon with incredibly bad accuracy, but I knew that when I caught you. Very well, then I shall send out Tempest to make quick work of this rapscallion. That's Charmeleon. Dinosaur Fire Lizard, always cool. Charmeleon actually is my favorite of the Charmander line. Charmander's okay, Charizard's meh, but Charmeleon really looks kind of cool to me. If I ever had a Charmander, I'd probably just raise it up to a Charmeleon and then stop. I actually do that with quite a few starters in games. For example, Snivy, I don't evolve my Snivy at all. I just keep it as a Snivy the entire game. And that works out pretty well. Turns out you don't actually have to evolve your Pokemon if you don't want to. That's only if you know, want to get into the competitive battling scene, which I am staying far away from. I play games for fun, thank you very much, but more power to you, I suppose. Okay, let's see if I can remember how on earth to get out of this place. Anyway, did you want to push the button? Who wouldn't? No, okay, not quite yet. Okay, I already pushed it. Run up here. Hang on, actually. Whoa, no, not the bag. I want to put Tempest in the front lines because she is about to learn a move that will make things very easily for me now. English, I'm no good at it. We wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Okay, wasn't supposed to push that button. There's a bunch of items spread throughout the place, but honestly, I don't really care. I don't really need the items. Okay, now this should open up this place, and that should make me get through. Actually, you know what I should probably be doing? That would make a lot of sense. I should probably go into the backstory of this place and not completely forget it exists, and yeah, that would probably be a bad idea. Okay, how about we do some light reading? Diary, July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Curious and curiouser, I say. And I think there is another book somewhere over here. Yep, but I gotta flip the switch. I have to flip the switch to read. Lame, I hate reading. The things I do for you people, I swear. Okay, fine. If that's the way things are gonna be, then that's just the way things are gonna have to go. It's not so much a secret switch once you know where it is, but I guess calling it anything else wouldn't make much sense. It should just say a button. Anyway. July 10th, we've christened the newly discovered Pokemon, Mew. Interesting, a brand new Pokemon. Those are always fun. Seems like they're discovering, at least another 120 of those every 5 years or so. That's always hell, even probably less than that if we're being honest. Man, what is the average years between generations in Pokemon? Because it feels like it just became the 5th generation, but nope, we got the 6th one. It's time for all sorts of zany new Pokemons, like Froakie. I want a Froakie. It looks adorable. Okay. We could face this guy, or I could just, jump down this giant hole, because that seems like a fun thing to do. And I go plop right down. And I could have ignored that guy, and I honestly was kind of attempting to, but I guess that's not gonna how things are gonna go. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. Then why are you here, good sir? I guess we'll simply never know, for he is a scientist. He is Ted. He is the scientist Ted. That is a very odd name for you. Seems very unscience-y, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we got Tempest, which isn't very good because electric type. Super duper mega ultra combo effective against someone like Tempest. I suppose it doesn't really matter all that much. I think Tempest can maybe survive this hit. I don't know. Don't fail me now. Okay, super effective, but it worked. And Water Pulse managed to take out at least half of its health. So theoretically, if science and stars have aligned, I will fail anyway. Self-destruct. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow, that did almost nothing. Wow, your Electrode stinks. Oh, and a Wheezing. Okay, I probably got something better for that. I got a Delta. I'm gonna use my Delta. My Triecta of Delta. And it's Safari Ball. It's very decorative and very lovely. I'm gonna send out your Wheezing. Okay, Cannon, use your Tri-Attack. Super Neo Tri-Beam of Doom. Don't use it too much or you will catch the plague. For Wheezing is paralyzed. It may be unable to move. That would be super nice. Nope, it's going to use Smog, and knowing my luck, 3, 2, 1. It's time to be poisoned because that's just how things work. Oh no, I didn't get poisoned. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay, one more Tri-Attack, and that Wheezing will be done like dinner. What was my dinner? I don't think I've had dinner yet. No, I haven't. I don't know when I've eaten last. I don't pay attention to things like that. I'm far too busy playing video games. Okay. So, is there another book nearby, or are you guys just plumb out of luck? Most likely. You're most likely out of luck. If I don't run into that book, then I will make sure to, let you guys know what the deal with this whole place is. Because even the game, when you read all the books, it doesn't fully explain what happens at all. Actually, it's kind of weird that it never does. Oh, hey, look, another book. September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. We missed the book where it said that Mewtwo was born. Mew gave birth. Oh, wait, no, it did not. That is not the truth. Not one bit, no good sir. That's not what happened at all. Mewtwo is, in fact, a clone of Mew, of which they created for reasons, honestly, I think are still ambiguous to this day. I don't know, I'm sure they explained it in the manga or something. And they probably explained it in the movie, but I haven't watched that movie since it came out. Very, very, very long time ago. So, who knows? Okay, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that just brings us back outside. Don't want to go out there. That would be stupid. Okay, then there must be something worthy of doing here. If we can ignore the nerd. Or maybe he's a burglar. Who knows? A secret switch. Press it? Of course press it. Why would you not push the secret button? The secret button brings joy to all people. Okay, and this place should be opened up and probably a new passageway. Just ignore that guy entirely. More repels! So many repels on a water stone that I will never use. Okay, what's up here? Another switchy thingy. That's good to know, I guess. For gates and an item, so I guess I need to push that switchy thing. TM. Oh, dang, Nizzle Bizzle Dizzle. That's Blizzard. That is a super duper powerful ice type move. I wonder if any of my Pokemon can learn that. Snorlax probably can. Snorlax can learn everything. At least essentially. Wait, how many times did I push that button? Did I push it once and then twice again like a doofus? Yeah, I totally did. Wow, that's what I get for thinking about Snorlax in times of life or death situations. Okay, now the lights are glowing. Run. Through the door. Ooh, another free item. Yum. And apparently I think it's delicious. It's a secret key! That is what we came here looking for. There we go. Now we can get out of here. So, yeah, basically a bunch of scientists or explorers or something went on to South America. They found Mew, a Pokemon completely brand new, and there's only one of it ever. They captured it, or maybe they didn't capture it, but they got, like, its DNA somehow, probably from, like, an eyelash or something. And they decided, well, if we can't catch the real Mew, we'll just make a clone. And then they made a clone, and it did not end well for them, let's say that much. In official Pokemon canon, basically, Mewtwo went absolutely buck and murdered every single scientist. I mean, for reasons. He's not a psychopath, mind you. He's actually not at all. I don't want to give that impression. It was for nefarious reasons. Let me give you that much. I mean, they didn't just make Mewtwo for the sake of, let's make a Mewtwo. Why not? That sounds like a fun way to spend your Thursday night. No, I remember there being some sort of nefarious reason. I think, I don't know, maybe it was something for global domination. That seems to be the main theme when it comes to Pokemon villains and doing evil things. So would not put it past them if that was what the whole spiel is about. Okay, and I just realized these are Mewtwo statues. Weird. Thought they were Rhydon, but no, those are clearly Mewtwo. Weird. The things you notice when you're recording your self-talk. Fun. Okay, now we can finally get the freaking hell out of this place. And that's pretty much everything you gotta know about, the Pokemon Mansion in Cinnabar Island. It was a place of great weirdness. That's about really all you need to know. Get into the Pokemon Center, heal up our good friends who fought earnestly, but unfortunately had type advantages against them and very bad accuracy. Always unfortunate. However, this next part is going to be quite amusing if I do say so myself. And of course I do, because that's just how I am. And I keep talking weird. Let's see, Cinnabar Island, Pokemon Gym Leader Blaine, the Hothead Quizmaster. Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, they say he's a Quizmaster. He's a Quizmaster on the show. He's probably a Quizmaster in the manga, if we're being perfectly honest. And then again, actually, I think I read something. He was part of Team Rocket in the manga, which was stupid. Along with Sabrina, surprisingly. A lot of the gym leaders in the manga are evil. It's weird. The point I'm trying to get at is he doesn't ask you any questions. There is no quiz. It's just a standard fire-type gym. Anyway, has Rival been here? Cinnabar, Pokemon Gym, Leader Blaine, blah, blah, blah. Winning trainers. Rival face. Okay. And unfortunately, we have to fight every single trainer to open up these dang-dong doors. I'll show a couple of them, but not all of them. I was a thief, but I went straight as a trainer. Well, good for you, good sir. Unfortunately, your sprite looks plenty suspicious. I like your glasses, though. Those are some pretty hip glasses you got there. And he's got a Growlithe, because there's like 3 fire types in the entire game, like counting Charmander. It's weird. Fire is like the most underrepresented type in all of Pokemon. But I don't quote me on that, because I could very well be wrong. It's probably Steel or something, but I don't know. It really seems like there are very, very, very little actually fire types that are out there to catch. Your options are limited, which is unfortunate because fire's, being fire is actually completely awesome, and I would like to catch and use a fire type Pokemon. And if I didn't have, a full team, I supposedly could have caught a Vulpix in the mansion back there, but we are getting kind of late in the game, and it's kind of weird just, catch, your last team member, like, right outside the Pokemon League, really, because we're almost there. We just gotta beat 2 more gyms, and they're back-to-back. There are no secret, stories or things or gangs to fight, and there's actually no distractions whatsoever. After this, we go straight to the last gym. So that's kind of nice. Nice to have a little, a break. Pokemon has always been weird when it comes to storytelling. They've never really been all that good at it. There always seems to be, like, deeper meaning embedded in everything, but they never really go into detail on it. That changed with Black and White. They actually started making, a coherent story, and that's what blew everybody's mind. They're like, oh my goodness gracious, Pokemon has a story, and it's not kill the bad guys because they are bullies. There's, like, stuff going on. It's crazy, and, like, the gym leaders do things that aren't just stand in their gym and give you a badge when you beat up their animals. It's quite amazing, honestly. Tempest is confused. What else? Don't look at her itself in its confusion. Not surprised. Ember, you'd think a Ninetales would have something a little bit more powerful than that. Guess not. Use Quick Attack. Your Ninetales has kind of a lame moveset. Not gonna lie, Mr. Burglar Man. Anyway, more water pulse. Oh, but if only you knew what was to come. You would all be all like, dang, that's pretty cool. And I'd say, yep. And you would all concur with me. And I would be happy with that, because I would belong. I have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. I am simply in front of my computer screen playing some Pokémon. Burglar Quinn, Harley Quinn, no, I surrender. Surrender from what? I'm not here to accost you of anything. If you surrendered, you probably should have surrendered a whole lot sooner when I wiped out half your team with one Pokemon. We can ignore this guy entirely, which I'm totally going to do, and I'm going to cut this fight out of the video because you've seen enough for now. I've studied Pokemon thoroughly. You can't win. Nerd! And bada bing, bada boom, Tempest goes to level 40. What's that mean? It means she's gonna learn Hydro Pump, which is a fantabulous, stupendous, all sorts of amazing water-type move, which we are totally going to learn. Going to forget about Twister, because who even uses Twister? Nobody uses Twister. That would be a silly thing to do. And we've learned Hydro Pump. Don't worry, you guys will get a pretty good demonstration of that move in a little bit. Cutting out the rest of the fight. Get another nerd thoroughly defeated. Apparently Blaine likes to recruit the aid of burglars and nerds in his gym. Interesting selection, I must say. I like using fire-type Pokemon. I just do. I can't argue with that logic. That man was named Raymond. Does everybody love you, or does everyone despise you? Because that was the whole joke about the title. Nobody liked Raymond. He was a jerk. Like, you don't... Oh, I guess I have to talk to this guy to fight him. That's weird. I know why Blaine became a trainer. Because it's fun? Why did he become a trainer, nerdy pants? Our leader, Blaine, became lost in the mountains, but good. Night fell when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light allowed Blaine to find his way down safely. That's why he became a trainer? He saw a shiny thing. Okay, cool, whatever. Not gonna judge! I mean, I became a Pokemon trainer because an old guy just sort of told me to. So, who am I to judge? I've been to many gyms, but this one best suits my style. Your Kentucky Fried style, perhaps. This man's name is Dusty. It's a good name. I care for it. What is your story? Fire is weak against H2O. Thank you for revealing your weakness to me, fool! All right, Blaine. Are you prepared for what I'm about to unleash upon you? Because I sincerely doubt you do. You look like Dr. Eggman. Ha! I am Blaine, the red-hot leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon are all rough and ready with intense heat. They incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have burn hail! Well, joke's on you, Dr. Eggman. Or Jamie Heidemann, depends on which direction you want to go with this sort of thing. I did not bring Burn Heal, because I do not require it to defeat you. Oh no, good sir. For you see, I have a Gyarados, and it knows Hydro Pump, which means you are doomed. There are absolutely no alternative solutions to this, scenario of which I have given you. You are doomed, for I am about to Hydro Pump your face. And except, I guess Tempest could miss. Although I guess your Fire Blast could miss too, so I guess everything balances out. And you miss again. Okay, Tempest, you're completely ruining my plan here. If you would be so kind as to not miss ever... Okay, we could... Yeah, I guess we could get burnt. I guess I should have brought Burn Heal. Okay, so, joke's on me. You win this round, Blaine. But it does not matter because I still whomped your Growlithe in one hit. Although I'm probably going to have to use an Ether. I certainly hope I found one over my travels. It'd be kind of weird if I didn't. Because I'm going to feel like an idiot if I didn't, because I need all of the Hydro Pumps I can get if I have any hope of actually doing this in any awesome way I want. I even did a practice of this. I know I can. That Ponyta's going to fall. It's going to hit the ground. Not just like so. Ponyta. I wish I had one, because ponies are da bomb. Anyway, what else do you got? You've got the Rapidash. A Rapidash. Very well, Blaine, you bald fiend. I fear no fiery unicorn of power, for I have Hydro Pump, but it misses entirely. And you're gonna use Fire Spin. Not what I wanted. And I'm trapped in a vortex. I do not care. Hurt by my burn. Double don't care. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm in Fire Spin. Do not care. Bag. Ether. Where is an Ether? Deeper. Badoo. Extra blah blah, elixir, that'll do, fine, whatever. Yeah, it restores PP for all moves, and even though Hydro Pump is the only one I've used so far, that seems kind of irrelevant. But am I even going to live to see the turn end? No, I am not. My entire plan went belly up. Well, sucks to be me. Very well, backup plan, go! You know what else fire is weak to? Dirt! Why is, oh my goodness gracious, magnitude 10. That made up for the misgivings of Tempest. Good going, Earl! Why is it weak to dirt? Well, because dirt can suffocate fire and put it out just as effectively as water. And in fact, some cases even better than water, because if like there's an oil fire or a grease fire, you do not want to put water on that thing, because that is bad news. You're just gonna make everything a whole lot worse. Alright, your last Pokemon, Arcanine. Oh, it looks rather ferocious. I'm definitely you're right to be intimidated, Earl. You have very right to be intimidated, but we will shake the ground itself to defeat you. You know, twist and shimmy, shimmy, shake. Hopefully that did. Okay, well, it was something, I guess. Can you survive a single attack, though, Earl, or are you going to fail me? You have failed me. I am disappointed in you, Earl. I expected better. Okay, fine. Time for the trump card. Let's go, Sasha. If you can take down Sasha, well, I'm sorry. You can't take down Oh, okay, well, you just used takedown, so I guess you technically took down Sasha, which completely ruined my analogy, so shut up! Shut up. Now I feel stupid. Anyway, Body Slam. Paralyzed. That's right, Sasha just broke your Arcanine's spine, because she is a bala. And you used a Piper Potion. Do not care. Because you know what? Sasha's gonna headbutt you. Gonna headbutt you right in the face, gonna knock your teeth out. And your Arcanine still has a busted up spine. So, what is he doing? A full heal! You're gonna heal yourself from your paralysis like a jerk. Fine, you've healed his broken spine, but Sasha still just jumped on your face again and paralyzed you twice. It was so nice she did it twice, because Sasha is oh, you're gonna use another Hyper Potion. You're just delaying the inevitable, Blaine. You're just making yourself look like a silly, silly old man fool. But my Sasha just keeps on body bouncing all up in your face. What are you gonna do next? You're gonna do nothing, because Body Slam. You down? No, you still stick it in. I admire this. You gonna use takedown? No, you're not. You're not gonna use takedown. Told you. Told you can't take down Sasha. Was I right, or was I left? Someone tell me. Okay. Arcanine's gone. Bump that experience. Kind of thought I would level up there for a second, but I didn't. I have burns down to nothing. Not even ashes remain. You have earned the Volcano Badge. And I got 4,700 Poke Dollars. The economy is weird to whack. Ha! The Volcano Badge heightens the special stat of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. And receive 338. I'm going to guess that's either Fire Blast or Spin. It is Fire Blast. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on a water Pokemon. I did that purely to spite you. Good day, sir. And with that, we have defeated Blaine, the 7th gym leader of the Kanto region. We also went to the Pokemon Mansion and learned about Mewtwo. Will it ever come up in the actual story as something relevant? No. No, it will not. You'd think it would have, but it didn't. In the next part, we'll be returning to some familiar territory in order to finish the quest that we began oh so very long ago. Oh, hi. Oh, if it isn't me, well, you know what, whatever. We'll continue this in the next episode.